Hi, guys. My name is Madison Stewart, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of you guys and getting to know you on our Google Suite. This is a picture of me and my nephew, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. So, I have several hobbies. I love The Bachelor. I just finished watching that season. Anything that has to do with activities. One of the pictures is of me doing a triathlon. One is a 5K. I enjoy pickleball, tennis. Um, I played basketball in college. I love basketball. I also coached basketball at Emporia High School. And this year I was going to coach track, but with a coronavirus, it has been eliminated from this year. There's no more track and there's no more school. I love to read. Currently, I'm reading The Handmaid's Tale. I've seen it on Hulu, but now I'm reading the books to see how different it is. And I like to travel. So the bottom right is Jamaica, and the bottom left is a place in Colorado where I hiked. So, personal information. I graduated from Burlington High School. I then went on to Ottawa University, where I got a degree in physical education and played basketball while I was there. And then now I'm currently in my third year at Emporia High School. I teach aquatics. I'm a PE teacher, but I teach the aquatics portion, and I also teach CPR and first aid, and I teach lifeguarding. I would really like to become an athletic director later on in my career. Right now, I'm pretty happy just teaching. I'm only 3 years in, and I don't think I'm ready for that responsibility yet. I'm still learning a lot of new things, and I'm excited to see what the future holds after I receive my master's. Why do I want to be an educational professional? I would love to become an athletic director because I like working with all sports. I like working with people. And I also like being able to collaborate with others to give the best possible learning to our students. There are three main surveys that I could think of when it comes to data at USD 253. And then the first one is a climate survey. So the purpose of this study or this survey is to identify the areas of strengths and areas in which we need to continue to develop. So here at EHS, we see what we can improve on and the goals that we need to attain. And then we also get to see the positive changes in our school environment and get to recognize those areas that we are proud of. Social and emotional learning, we also do a survey and collect data on alcohol use, suicide and depression, tobacco, marijuana, and just the school in general. And this allows us to see how many people are vaping or how many people are smoking. Has smoking gone down? Has chewing tobacco gone up? These things allow us to know what we need to better prepare ourselves for. So, with the new vaping issue, 5 years ago, it wasn't really a problem, but now in our PE and health curriculum, we are having to use um, data to teach kids what vaping is. Some of them don't even know what it is, they think it's just water vapor. And then ACT data. So we have a large spreadsheet where we are allowed to see the data from the ACT, and we can see what kind of credits they've earned. So how many credits have they earned through high school? Are they special needs? We see their overall ACT score along with the individual ACT scores of each component. We also see their highest math course. So we know math is a big portion of the ACT. So we can see if they've only gotten to geometry or if they've gotten to algebra 2 and see how that's played a role in their ACT score. And then we also get to see if they're ESOL and we get to see their ethnicity. So with that data, we looked over that in a PLC meeting, and we were able to kind of chunk them into different groups and see what the data represented. So personal use of data, I use pre-test and post-test, especially in my CPR classes. I give them a test on the second or third day and I see what they know. And then I pull them out at the end and have the kids compare and see what they've learned, see their first test score and their last test score. And it also shows a lot of what I've done just to teach them what they need to know. And if they didn't make much growth, I've obviously done a bad job, but most of the time I see a lot of growth in their score. In aquatics, we do a lot of skills testing. So I will have each skill and they will have to perform that skill to see if they're improving. We also do an 8-minute swim test. So the second or third day, they will swim for 8 minutes straight. And then we will test them 4 different times throughout the trimester to see if they've improved on their endurance while they're swimming and their technique of stroke. And then test data, after every test, I go through and see which questions were most missed. And then we go more in depth on those, and I include them on the following test to make sure that we got all of that data. And then formative and summative assessments. So, a plan to propose. I just want to continue learning. I am going to go out on a limb and say I don't use data as much as I should. I hope this class helps me learn new ways to incorporate it in my classroom and ways to incorporate it in the future as an athletic director or a principal. And then I also want to reach out to my admin about their use of data at the district level and at each school. I know that we are using it to look over during PLC time, but what are we actually doing with it? And then I would like to use data more often to plan my lessons and to incorporate what I feel like we haven't learned as well as I want to into the next lesson. Thanks for listening. I look forward to meeting you all.